I'm lost.
Everyone say cheese. Gomez.
I was taking my own picture. Leave me alone.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome out to For the Record Podcast. Hey, it's been a minute, man.
I almost forgot that we had a camera there. So I was like sitting here just all quiet.
Right, we had to look that way. But, hey,
What camera?
here.
What camera?
Well, welcome out, everybody. We'd like to welcome back Paul.
Hola.
Where you been, Paul?
What's puto?
Myself, Zoe. We got a new addition. We'd like to welcome my little brother, Miguel.
Did you?
What it do? What it do?
And we have
Mexican Eminem.
we got Hans in the building.
The Hans.
The Hans. And Mrs. Hans as well. Welcome back, guys, for the Record Podcast. It's been a minute, man.
Chicka chicka.
We're
Yeah.
back.
Yay.
We back. What's it been like, Paul, for the
It's
last
like
year?
regular water.
I told you it was water.
tried it
I was
before?
expecting something.
Oh my God.
You thought you were gonna die. So I'm not gonna die drinking this.
This is our non-affiliated sponsor, Liquid Death.
That makes no sense.
Well, welcome back, Paul.
Hola.
How you been?
Good. Just
Good.
living life.
Was the last year been for you?
Oh, almost died with COVID.
Oh, stop.
Almost
Oh
died.
no, he legit went to the hospital with it.
He went to
I
the
had it
hospital. They
twice
told
and
him
we're
to stop.
good.
Children's Hospital.
They had to give him children's Tylenol.
Back to being single again. I'll stay that way for a while.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
That's what they all say. And then there's that sheep.
Just
It was a joke.
getting stuff done.
And stuff done.
Don't want to say
That's
too much.
nice. Well, there you go.
We're still under the power of attorney.
Pretty much.
Bro, it's kind of the whole point of a podcast
Yeah,
is to talk about what's
I'm under a
up.
jurisdiction right
No,
now.
not my personal life.
Oh, this guy.
As well, Miguel. What about you?
What do you do,
Introduce
what do you do?
yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Miguel. I don't know what to say. The music cut off. It got real quiet.
Awkward in your headphones.
My name is Miguel. I'm 25 years old, allegedly. I'm supposedly. I'm Lorenzo's younger brother.
Supposedly too.
That's what I've been told. I produce music.
Very good. He's very good
I
at
help
that.
help my brother with his DJ gigs, and I just want to try to help everybody accomplish what they want to accomplish in life, and
Yes, sir.
Except for Paul.
except for Paul.
What about you, Hans? You've been up to for a whole year.
Man, a whole year.
Oh, I know.
This mother.
He's our new Apple guy.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Oh, and you could thank everybody. Thank him. Please comment. He's the one that made the pregnant man emoji.
I got Paul pregnant. He aborted it. Now he has the choice.
He's the one who drew it and stuff.
now Paul has the choice to have the abortion. No man can tell him what to do with his body.
Just tripping me out.
We're not even there yet.
Just water.
But nah, man, it's been a year of just. I mean, apparently he caught out the obvious. We're an Apple family now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally.
everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched like the first 3 episodes and all I did was shit on Apple. It was pretty funny.
He was all amazed by it too. He was like, "Man, all I did was talk shit," and I was like, "Yeah." Like,
Yeah.
I talk shit, and dude, I was you weren't kidding. I was fat as I
Yeah.
was big, dude. Even just a year ago, I was big.
Oh, he's still fat, but there's a green screen. So
For
we're-
sure.
He's able to fix it.
Junior, yeah, we can fix
You gotta
that.
post edit that.
So,
Nah,
yeah,
he's,
there you
he's
go.
also out of the way. He looks good. I'm about to take
I
you
knew
away
you were
from,
checking
from,
me out.
from your woman over there.
You're the Honstress, don't worry. But no, man. Other than that, dude, it's just been work. Trying to still be better. I've been recently on this little positive kick.
I like it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's just putting out the positive energy.
Only time you put out.
You've taken me out to dinner once. That's all. And you fed the kids, I guess.
They sound like
Yeah,
my
that's
ex.
it, man. Oh my god.
He's on edit.
Oh god, I'll stop.
How about you, Mrs. Hans?
Yeah. Well.
I won't interrupt her.
Yeah, you will, you jerk. Not much. Pretty much just. I hate my job. Other than that.
Let us know how you really feel.
Yeah, for real. No, nothing really. Just, working home. That's the life for me. So, yeah, not much.
Yeah.
Not much in the last year, as weird as it sounds.
Really?
Which is kind of what I like.
I was gonna
we go
say-
to work and we come home and we don't do anything. So, it's kind of cool.
That's
So-
good, man.
Well, y'all do stuff. Y'all do the health fit stuff now, right?
I mean, we're trying,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I still haven't hit like.
I didn't want to talk
my
about
day.
that because I haven't done anything for the last 3 days.
Yeah, I
I've
got
been
nothing to
super
say about
fat the
that.
last 3 days.
About 3 days ago, the last 5 years.
I'd be a hypocrite.
I've gone over my calories like the last 3 days. So thanks, Paul. I'm gonna go home and beat myself.
Him too.
Oh, if you beat yourself, that you're burning calories.
Oh my god,
That's how Paul
so
justifies
not what I
beating himself. He's if you use your
Oh
left
my
hand,
God.
it's not yourself.
That's a
technically.
stranger.
That is so not what I meant.
Speaking of hating jobs, I finally got the courage to leave mine.
That's right.
I'm
Yes.
Clap it up,
self-employed.
clap it up, clap it up.
Thank you, guys.
Yay.
Self-employed. Over the last year, finally make a decision. I am debt-free, 100%.
There you go.
I worked hard. Decided to put myself in a position to benefit from self-employment. Get myself into a space where I can decide what I want to do and not have someone tell me I have to do this X, Y, Z, or work for someone else to make them rich.
Yep.
So
Like I posted today, don't let unimportant people make important decisions in your life.
exactly.
For sure.
So yeah, shout out to all my self-employed people out there struggling out there every single day to work for themselves and better themselves every single day. So
I wanna
I'm
be
joining the
self-employed.
club.
Don't forget to pay your taxes.
Disclaimer.
With that being said, guys, speaking of taxes, how about them gas prices though, man?
Bro.
Oh my god.
It's nuts.
And it's nuts because they keep saying that the price of the barrel of oil is going down, but what's driving the cost up is,
Inflation.
well,
Trigger word.
not necessarily inflation, but they're also talking about like what's driving the cost is supply and demand, right? Like we want a ton of it because people,
Right.
the jobs, the market has been going back up. I know that, I don't know. I think those numbers are fudged, but
Fudge. Did you really just censor yourself?
Nah, they're
He's a positive man now.
He's a new man.
Hopefully not COVID positive.
no, I had that twice already.
Yeah. No, you only test positive once.
Well, that's because I didn't go to.
You didn't go the second time. You didn't go when I had it the second time.
yeah, no, fuck that.
Does
But,
YouTube censor like the whole word itself now?
No,
Like,
I don't think so. I think now, dude, pretty much everybody. It's
gonna have the disclaimer at the bottom.
Texas, yeah, there'll be a little flag on there that talks about fake facts for COVID because COVID.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, so they're talking, and then of course there's the whole, corporate fucking capitalism. They're being greedy and blah 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 blah. The oil companies. Hey, dude, and you could chalk that up a couple different ways, but it's business. You know
how
what
much
I mean?
does it cost you to fill up your vehicles?
Shit, my truck is 85, and
I
the
just put
Jeep
$85 in
is
the truck.
is 60,
67?
67, 68 bucks.
Yeah.
And those are older vehicles.
Yeah.
Lots of
Normally
money.
would cost me $24 to $26. The other day cost me $60 on a 14-gallon car.
Thank you, President
Damn.
Biden.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for nothing.
Lots of
Yeah.
money. Lots of money.
Fucking jerk.
Jeez.
But what do you do, right? I mean, it's one of those things. Until they come out with a more affordable version.
Still amazed on the water.
Unless they come out with a more affordable version of a EV, for the everyday average Joe. Like, Teslas are cool, but Jesus Christ, who's got 80, 60. I think the lowest one was like 42.
Yeah, the Model 3.
Yeah, so it's like even at 42,
I love those
right?
cars,
They're
though.
clean. Don't get me wrong, man. And dude, now looking at them,
He's changed because a year ago he was making fun of my electric lawnmower.
well, no, I'm still gonna make fun of you for that, queer. But it being on the road, seeing the amount of electric vehicles out now, right, or even hybrids, because Toyota still has. I don't think they've shipped full electric, right? I know they have their hybrids,
like the
Prius
yeah.
and that. But the Rav4 now they have a hybrid, and the Tundra they have a hybrid. I don't know if it's shipped yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
But anyway, like seeing them out, man. I mean, it's kind of just like technology, right? Things are changing. It is what it is.
I want
but
the Cybertruck.
You still
you
want one?
would with the
You put a
unbreakable-
deposit down, right?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
Okay,
That would have been funny.
that would have been hilarious, right? Imagine what that $100 would be today. $5.
Yeah.
You're being a little generous there, cuz 250 the jawbreaker.
250. Not even 50, just 50. 250. That's funny.
But yeah, those I think the gas price of things, dude. It's eventually, I feel like anyway. I don't know that it'll happen like fully in our lifetime. I know that there's been like the main manufacturers have given hard dates of when they're gonna stop making gasoline powered vehicles, right? The 2020, what was it? 2030,
2030 or 35 now?
35, something like that. So I don't think anybody can.
You think it'll change once Biden gets out of office? They could reverse the bill.
I mean, for sure. I think that it's like foldables. It's the same thing to me. Like the technology's cool, but it's just not there yet.
You think we'll ever get to the point of just electric vehicles? Pure?
For sure. I don't think. I kind of hope they don't do like.
I don't ever charge my phone that well, so I, I don't know if I can depend on
and
or my
you're
watch.
that, and you're on the peasant update.
Right.
I'm already on the next one.
Imagine you're in mid-flight, right? We're driving flying cars now, and then you get an update. It just well,
You're out of
update.
Wi-Fi range. But honestly, I feel like that's going to be the driving factor in whether or not we're going to go complete EVs, right? Dude, we still can't get Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
In
Like
certain areas. Yeah.
the government just passed that whole deal for home internet. If there's companies that already do it, and then there's companies that there's a couple different factors or requirements that you got to meet to get a discounted price on your home internet. But dude, 5G internet's right across the highway, and then you come here and it's nothing, right? You barely lucky if you get LTE out here. So
yeah.
without cars being able to
I feel like I'm in the LimeWire era. It takes me 5 minutes to download a song.
Seriously.
No, it's more like 20. It was like 20 minutes.
and I thought about it too. I was like, man, we're back at this, and I was like, cuz how you gonna get your internet back up to upload it? If we go to the not to the house, but if we could, I guess, take it from your computer and put it on here, dude. I'm telling you, the 5G ultra wide from Verizon.
But the grid isn't ready for all these cars.
No, for sure.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I was waiting for Alex to stop talking long enough so I could jump in there and say that. And then he started talking about Wi-Fi. So
Well, because all these cars
He
are
doesn't
electric.
respect women's rights.
I sure don't. But no, all these cars are running. They got to be able to speak to each other. They got to be able to use the navigation, right? Dude, if they can barely handle capacity for phones, right, on the current networks, like
I wonder if they have memories too. Like, I got the terabyte.
they got a 2 terabyte.
I got a 125 megabyte.
Oh, with that plaid,
Right.
that Tesla plaid.
Oh, that's right. I remember you were all excited about that.
Yeah,
and it's just a
fast.
little badge that says.
Yeah, but
Plaid
it's
on it.
fast. He'll kick my car.
Your car can't stop leaking oil, eh? Oh,
God.
yeah, that car.
Speaking of Teslas, old boy Elon's making some moves. Or lack
Possibly.
thereof. Yeah.
Possibly.
Or lack thereof.
yeah.
I wonder what that whole deal's about. Like, was it just a flex? Like, I can buy that if I want, and then fuck you. I don't want that shit. Well, because the minute he started talking about it, pushing it, the stock dropped.
Yeah.
Like, gotcha. today the Tesla stock was down bad, and I don't even follow stocks, but yeah, I don't know, man. All I know is he made everybody cry. Everybody was like 10 kinds of upset,
Yeah.
and I don't even know why. I mean, well, free speech, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's literally it.
they were losing their handle on what people gain or have access to when it comes to those platforms.
I mean, if you think about it, he's the representation of a lot of America. Like, people look at him a certain way, but not realizing that's exactly who you are. The people who are complaining,
Oh, for sure.
like,
The
they know
lefties.
deep down that's exactly how they are. He's a representation of that, but he's just kind of giving you what you are. Like, he's just taking everything that's wrong with America and then just pushing it in your face. That's the way I see it.
Valid. You know, like I said, it'd be funny, dude, if he just backs out of the whole deal. And then everybody's like, oh no.
Because they got all mad for no reason.
Yeah.
We could talk about Star Wars.
You liked it.
Truth Social.
I have no,
is what that's called.
not that I don't like Star Wars. I just don't know about Star Wars.
It's better that way, cuz.
Some things are better off not knowing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, I guess like I said, that kind of all bleeds into that, you know, the whole free speech thing. Because are we any better off from a year ago, from 2 years ago?
Absolutely not.
I feel like we're like way worse off.
It's bad, dude. It's so bad. It's not even funny. I was gonna like troll the shit out of people when you introduced everybody. I was like, my pronouns. Oh, dude, it's funny that you even have to think about saying that. Like, I would like just do it as a troll, but man, I feel bad for like even the little guys, right? Like small managers of major businesses, but managers like low end management, right? Middle management that have to like pretend
Yeah.
to care about your feelings. Like, I don't know. It's funny stuff.
Especially at your expense of your business. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this whole cancel culture. I really don't believe in it, but you kind of have to when they can go out of their way to dox you and
Yep.
put you in a position.
Look what they
of-
just did to Will Smith.
Yeah.
And all he did was slap another dude on stage. Like,
I still
But
think
like-
that's staged. I don't care. I think it's staged.
Really?
Yeah.
well, what does he gain out of it?
That's what I'm
If
wondering.
they stripped him of all those movies and like they killed him out of
Yeah, I don't think it's
The
staged.
Academy.
like
It didn't look sincere. It didn't look.
no, and I feel you, but I'm just saying, what did Will Smith gain besides a bunch of hate?
Yeah.
You know what I
think
mean? Because
more
I
of
feel like
just
if it was
publicity. Like, he's willing to take that.
He left the continent if he's willing to take it. No, I don't think so. He
I
left.
thought you said he
left.
left the cotton. I was like, cause he's not picking cotton.
I'm saying, but like, if
He's
you go back,
Hans.
and look at the stills, the pictures the photographers took, you can clearly see Chris Rock is anticipating the hit,
yeah, anybody would if
and
you're gonna
he has
get
a
hit.
Well, he
smirk,
loaded- but
and it
he-
has a smirk on his face too.
cocked back though.
Yeah, he loaded on that hit, dude. Like, he took it like a champ. And that dude, I still feel like nobody gives that dude enough credit, dude.
Yeah.
It's staged or not,
He's
dude.
a
He
rock.
took that.
The world is a stage.
Well, plus Will didn't say nothing like in leading up to it to make him think, okay, he's not kidding.
Yeah.
He just walked up. So it's a comedian to another comedian. They're probably thinking, hey, dude, he's gonna come up and say a few words or whatever. There was no lead up. It was
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
direct smack in the face. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Gators bitches better be wearing Jimmys. Be using Jimmys. He backhanded him, dude. He just needed the baby powder.
Plus his like
I
10
don't
plus
know.
brothers.
I'm kind of on the same boat as Miguel though. Like, they literally, like, they film this like it's not a live
Yeah.
thing. Like, they film it, they edit it. Why would
I thought
you?
it's just like on like
No,
a
it's a
30
live
second
stream.
a day.
No,
Yeah.
it's not like an
There's
actual.
a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay in it.
But
Like,
it's
they
live.
knew it was there.
Well, I was
Why
shocked.
did they?
Ratings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ratings,
Exactly.
yeah, sure.
Well, I
Why would they
know.
air it other than ratings if it wasn't staged?
Okay, but so
Like-
that benefits the Oscars, right? Because
Yeah.
I didn't know the Oscars were
Exactly. Everybody said, right? If that hadn't happened, nobody
knew what
would
was
even
going
care.
on. Yeah,
So
exactly.
that benefits the Oscars. But
Dude,
where I'm at
and
is
the
like, where
memes
does
were
it benefit
hilarious.
Yeah,
him?
it was an awesome week.
What does Will Smith
What
gain
if they
from
paid
it?
him off?
Hey, well then, kudos to old boy.
Yeah.
Back in the day in one of our old podcasts, I'll pay me my money.
Yeah.
If you think about
Yeah.
Will Smith and everything he's ever done and everything he's ever represented,
Exactly.
he's not that person. Like, he's
Yeah.
never portrayed himself that way any way, shape, form.
Well, people change.
But he wasn't in this instance. He's defending his wife.
Well, of course, but I mean,
Most
But they
cases,
were
it's
already-
him.
Not initially,
but even
because-
then, they were at each other's heads already. Like they were
Wow,
already.
is that a pun?
no?
You leave that ball head alone.
I wouldn't
but
do that.
when do you ever see Will Smith angry, or upset, or frustrated? Like,
He didn't
he's-
even look upset then.
Yeah.
He was laughing.
He was
when,
pretty upset in what is it, 7 pounds?
Oh my
I'm
Lanta.
just saying, he shed a tear in that movie.
I don't believe it.
He really went after the aliens in
He
Independence
did,
Day.
didn't
Damn,
he?
welcome
He
to
did.
Earth. And even in the new that other movie that he put out, the Venus and Serena Williams movie. Have you seen that?
King
King
Richard?
Richard? It's
Yeah,
it's a
I've
good
seen
movie, dude. I
No.
ain't gonna lie. I don't even
That's
care
the one he
about-
was receiving an award for, right?
Right. Before he bitch slapped old boy. Keep my bald wife's name out your mouth.
Stupid.
That would have been funny. I'm surprised nobody like overdubbed his voice.
This needs to be fact checked, but it's still funny. My dad the other day said that it's going to be called sexual harassment to respond to somebody
I
as
follow you.
bald headed.
No, I saw a post. I forgot where it was. Yeah, calling somebody bald. I forgot which state would be referred to as sexual harassment.
Oh
la
my
verga.
god.
I gotta look it up. Let me see.
We got to look that up because it was funny. Even if it's not true, it's still hilarious.
No, it's
It's
on the internet. It must be
It must
true.
be true.
It's on Twitter.
Calling men bald at work now considered sexual harassment in the
UK.
UK.
I think that's what
It would be in the
Oh,
UK.
okay.
In the UK.
So
That's where all that shit starts.
it's
anyway.
true, just not in the
It's-
U.S.
Yeah,
Okay,
just not
okay.
here.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet, yeah,
exactly.
it's coming this way.
It's coming this way.
That is so stupid, man. I swear.
It's where we're at in life.
It goes back to give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna get to
get
the point where you
Paul
can't
in.
even say anything.
Go for a mile.
You beat me to it.
Move on to the.
Oh yeah, what do we got next? Oh, that's what we have.
Got to get
next.
into a flow state.
The
Yeah,
this is
but-
gonna piss people off.
oh, this next one?
Well, maybe not.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's gonna
there's a
piss
lot of people that
off.
agree.
I've been
with us.
open minded.
I'm out.
Which one? The Tyson fight?
I've been open minded.
Well, the thing is there's going to be a
Oh,
lot of
that
people that
one.
agree with this, but there's going to be a ton of women that don't.
Well, it's a good thing y'all have a female, on your podcast. So
They'll
You
just
identify
disagree.
with
Hi, Paul.
Paul wants to identify as a female with
Amal,
me.
you finally identify?
Oh man,
That's pretty messed up, guys. I'm a girl.
According to them, we're not allowed to assume anymore. So.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't-
we
don't-
just see that
I
you
don't
wear
know
the
your-
pants, so we
I'm
just
a
assume.
freaking girl.
I don't
okay?
know. I don't know
have a
your
vagina. I had 3
pronouns.
kids.
Tomorrow might be a different story.
Exactly, because
Tomorrow might be a different story.
Oh, that's right. In that one podcast, what did I name myself as? A gay. I identified as a gay man or something. So I was gonna be married to Alex because I identified now as a gay man. It was funny. You weren't there.
Oh, I wasn't there?
No, you weren't there.
I was in love.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you were.
with the gay man. Allegedly.
Boom!
All right. So
Well,
here
damn.
we are. Roe versus Wade. So how do we start this, guys?
So I'm gonna let the
Okay.
self-proclaimed woman.
The self-proclaimed woman. I'm a woman.
She identified.
Oh my
wait,
God.
before you get into the specifics, though, there's something that like it's been brought up and it's been questioned. And I just wonder how you guys feel about it. Just the fact that there was a leak at the Supreme Court level,
That's never happened in our history.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of awkward. Like I get the case. All right, cool. We'll get into that and telling all the women to fuck off. But it's just awkward to me that leaked. Right, the one piece of
Right.
the minute Trump put in what's her name, Amy Coney Barrett or whatever her name was, Brett Kavanaugh, right? All the conservative, right? And everybody, Roe versus Wade, Roe, and that's the one thing that comes out that leaked out, right? I bet you old f***ing Nancy Pelosi was under the Supreme Court just bucket. So I need that paper. Let me take my teeth out. It's just awkward to me. Like, there's a couple of people that have brought it up.
Nancy, call me. You're worth a lot of money right now, and you're almost done, I think. Let me see.
You're almost done.
But yeah, they that was
She's 82.
a la madre. Better you than me. Anyway, so like I don't know. I mean, how does anybody feel? Like everybody's so worked up on Roe versus Wade that we didn't even talk. No, hardly anybody's talking about.
Well, here's the funny part, right? Nobody knows the foundation of what Roe versus Wade is. So, can we elaborate on that? On what it actually is?
Okay. So, facts of the case. In 1970, Jane Roe, a fictional name used in court documents to protect the plaintiff's identity, filed a lawsuit against Henry Wade, the district attorney of Dallas County, Texas, where she resided, challenging a Texas law making abortion illegal except by a doctor's orders to save a woman's life. In her lawsuit, Roe alleged that the state laws were unconstitutionally vague and abridged her right of personal privacy protected by the First, Fourth, Fifth, Ninth, and 14th Amendments. So that's what it was.
Yeah.
So basically, all it was a federal way of taking away the power of the state.
Right.
So if it gets overturned, all that means is that the power is going back to the states, right?
Individual states that get to get a vote.
For sure. And like Crowder's been talking about, dude, there's states out there that allow abortion like up to 9 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like they still get to
pretty
do that
shitty,
shit.
right?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
that's
like
crazy.
while you crap on states like Texas where they're like, oh, there's a heartbeat bill, right? The minute the heartbeat is detected, bye-bye abortion. We can't do that here, right?
Yeah.
Then drive your happy ass up to that state 9 months in and you could go pay somebody to do it up there, right? I think a lot of people's problem though is
The access to it.
well, for sure.
But they go back to the argument is if we can make a vote on it, it's majority rule, right? Per the individual state. So it's not saying that they're going to be done with abortions are still going to happen.
Right.
In states,
It's
that-
not a federal ban. That's what a lot of
Exactly.
people think. Like they think if Roe versus Wade gets overturned, it's like, oh, abortion federally is illegal now, and that's not even the case. But
marijuana is still federally illegal, and
Right.
it still happens because the
Yeah.
states get to vote
Yeah.
if they want it.
you know the funny thing for a bunch of women that argue this shit is they're upset because no man should be able to tell them what they can do with their bodies, right?
Well, all I gotta say is I seen the news, and I don't think any of the ones that are doing the little picket sign have a man because they're
They could be men. You just stop. But it's funny as shit though because it's okay if men tell you what to do if it's in your favor, right? So
Right.
when you look up the Supreme Court justices that were sitting in the Supreme Court in 1973, they're all white men.
Yep.
And then it was cool for women to be like, oh, yay. Those white men said that we have the freedom to do what we want. Now a whole new group, including women, are talking about overturning it. And now all of a sudden, no man should tell me what I should do with my body. Like, well, it was cool back then because those men said it was okay. But now it ain't so cool because there's there's women, right? There's black people. Like there's other the diversity that the left wants, and they got it. They just don't like it now.
Yeah.
So like, but to me that like from the podcast we did last year, dude, it's the same thing, dude. If the government stops subsidizing this shit, if they stop providing free access to it, you know what I mean? Like, dude, self accountability. If you don't hold yourself accountable,
It goes back to the argument like most people are saying, well, healthcare should be my right. It's
Right.
free. No, it's not. It's not free. It's not even free to the taxpayer who works for their own security. Like it's not.
Yeah, but in the States, we basically have universal health care.
Yeah.
Like, because you can just go and they can't tell you,
Essentially.
Yeah, they can't turn you away. They got it. They're going to bill you for it.
they're
right?
gonna bill you. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
the
even
the
then,
American thing is to not pay it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't pay it. It can't go on your credit. So
But I don't know, man. Like I said, I guess I'm still in the position where, I mean, again, I'm not gonna tell nobody. You know what I mean? As far as the act of, I don't want to. I don't care. I don't want to have an opinion on it. Like, I guess to me, like I said, it's one of those things where like if we just can't on a human level, if we can't agree that you're committing murder, right? Then of course we're never gonna see eye to eye, right? Because the talking points, oh, it's not viable, it's inside the body, it's inside my body, it's blah blah blah. But if you can't just admit to yourself that you're killing something, right? A tiny person,
Right.
then we're never gonna see eye to eye. It doesn't make a
Yeah.
difference. So my opinion, again, as far as the act of, there's only one person that's got to deal with that, right?
Right.
And however you do it, that you deal with it. Actually, there's two: the person doing the abortion, and then the person laying down getting the abortion, right?
So going back
Ask
to
Jesus when you go to hell.
going back to the idea that again, if you believe it's a right, if we're going to legislate morality as far as murder, right? We're arguing for the case that you're committing a murderous act and we're okay with it. You give an inch, they take a mile. Where does that end?
Exactly, because why does the state? Why does the government? Why does anybody even have this? Like, why are we even discussing this? Like, at all? Like, why is this a law at all?
Exactly.
Like, if you're the type of person that can go and have an abortion, then that should be up to you. If you can live with yourself after doing that, then that's up to you. If your doctor's okay with performing said abortion, then that's up to the doctor himself. Why did we give it to the government to handle this?
Because it's subsidized.
Right.
Because
But
they
it
pay
just-
for it.
I don't know. It's stupid.
If they
I
get
don't
to pay
understand
for
why
it,
we
they
gave-
get to have a say so.
I don't get why we gave them that power.
Well, I mean,
Like
no,
that's where, like, I feel like that's where we all messed up as America. We gave the government too much power. We let them tell us what they can say about our bodies, what they can say about our children, what they can say about this and that and the other. But like Alex said, oh, well, because it's like, oh yeah, you have 30 kids. You know what? Let me give you $1 million in fucking food stamps every month. Like,
it's also to me it's one of those things that how do I put it?
I don't cut you off.
No,
but
go ahead.
I think about it like there's benefit to anything, whether you give something power over you because of something that you might lack. But then once you become dependent on something and it's no longer there to serve you, now you're independent from it, and most people can't survive without whatever it is that they're so reliant on. Like,
Right.
it's like, so say your parents,
Right.
they feed you, they clothe you, they do what they can for you. But if you become dependent and reliant on them for so long, and that gets taken away from you, now you don't know how to function without it.
Right.
But you know what? So the lady that I work with, I think we were having this discussion, but we were talking about,
She
the
hot?
food stamp situation. No, she's not.
She could
Come
be
on, stop it.
if she identifies it.
She can identify as hot.
But like what she said is that, like when you go to when you go someplace, they tell you don't feed the animals, right? Because then the animals become dependent on you, and they will no longer go out and hunt. That's what we're doing. We're literally feeding these people, making them depend on us, so that they can sit around all day and do nothing.
The working class.
Yeah, the actual working class. Like, I legit went to H-E-B the other day, and there was these two ladies in front of me, spoke nothing but Spanish. Girl, all did up and everything, she looked really nice and everything. Louis Vuitton purse, shoes, everything just decked out to the T. What did she pay with?
EBT.
EBT. And I'm like, dude, and I'm standing here in line, fucking counting change so that I can get.
You were paying with the school
I was
credit
paying
card.
with the school credit card. I was paying with the credit. No, but there are times that I'm like there and I'm counting with change just to buy freaking milk or something.
It's hard because
I
mean,
Like, it
there's
sucks.
always been a time where each and every one of us was brought up like that. Like,
Yeah,
for sure.
we've all
Oh, no, for
had our
sure.
fair share of
Yes.
free school lunch or whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
because of these government assistance programs.
121-548. That's my
0805117.
No, but going to your point is, I mean, we've all, and I'm not saying that people don't need help, right? My problem with the help that they're looking for is they want a federal solution to, my opinion, a state problem.
Yeah.
Right. So like here in Texas, right? To me, it's like the analogy I give my kids, right? If I tell my kids something, right, and they don't like it, and they go to grandma to go fix it, right, and then grandma's not there no more, well, now they're looking for somebody to fix it, right? And that's the biggest problem is like in my opinion, the federal government, right? That's grandma, grandpa, right? And Texas is those are where my parents are at, right? Texas, I should be able to go, or any one of us should be able to go. We choose the representation, and it's easier, in my opinion, to control representation in a state instead of federally, right? Because we have to send state representatives, right, into the ocean with sharks and hope that they get what we want, right? Or we take the federal government out of this. No, y'all go play over there. Now, even if you were pro-life or pro-choice, and all your friends are all pro-choice, and cool, then you have an easier time, in my opinion, selecting your officials here in the state than trying to go to the Supreme Court, because getting to the Supreme Court is stupid, right? So it would be easier to challenge shit on a state level than it would be on a federal level. So I don't understand why more people are more happy, in my opinion.
I took it as they want bodily autonomy, but not financial autonomy.
Of course.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, again,
government can't tell me what I can and can't do in my body, but I want government to tell other people to pay for my health care, my finances.
Yeah.
Shout out, Maddie.
Why?
Well, my kid works, asshole.
She's at work right now, sir.
I know. She's paying for everybody's health care.
Yeah, she is.
It's just funny to me, dude. Like I don't understand.
I feel like the federal government programs like that, your food stamps and all that stuff, it should have a deadline like WIC. Like WIC, once the kid turns 5 years old, they cut you off.
Yeah.
Like it should be the same way with everything else. Once your last kid turns 5 years old, you're cut off.
That still incentivizes people to have more kids, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
True, but you can't have kids forever.
And then men can have kids now too, apparently.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, Nancy
So
was,
even more of a reason to stay on federal government
True.
assistance.
Nancy
True,
Pelosi was not hot when she was young.
Betty White was.
The fact that you're looking
Betty White
up young pictures of Nancy Pelosi worries me.
He saw a screenshot.
But yeah, I don't know. Again, dude. I just my biggest thing for this whole thing is that one particular point, right, when women are just
Betty White.
I've seen it all over the place, all over Facebook, and I try to stay out of it now because I'm trying to be a better person, but and more positive. Like I said, dude, I feel like, dude, if it comes back to the state, right, the center of Texas is blue as the fucking ocean, like. You know what I mean? I don't know that Texas will ever go blue, but I feel like with enough representation, these people can get what they want, right? Yeah. And again, I feel like at least at the state level, dude, we should all be talking to the people who live here, who are here, who, you know what I mean? Mom and dad, let's go deal with the people that we've appointed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of we're going to bypass them and go to the federal government to make it, what we want, because that's what we got before. Yeah. But like I said, only when it benefited them, right? It was a problem when a whole new Supreme Court system was or justices say, oh no, this was not what you think it was, so we're gonna turn it, we're gonna overturn it. But back then, everybody was, everybody was okay with it. I just think it's stupid, the whole scenario. Like I'm with Crystal. Like I feel like, ultimately, dude, we can't stop people from doing bad shit, right? We talk about this shit with the Second Amendment, you know. Bad people are gonna do bad shit.
Yeah, and should we legalize it? That's I guess what's in question.
Well, no, but I mean, should we outlaw it either? You know what I mean? Like, because back in the day, it was fucking eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, right? Like, if you're gonna kill somebody, well, you gonna wait around for it to come back and get you, right? And then again, though, we handed off a bunch of power to the federal government, and things the system works differently.
Now our prison systems are overpopulated.
I like this new Hansi. He's not as aggressive, right?
Not yet.
Nah, it's funny because there's really nothing, in my opinion, right? I'll watch people get.
I think he just gave up on everything.
No,
on America.
Nah. It's
not on your life.
It's just funny, dude. There's just it's funny. It's funny to see these people get that upset about some stupid shit. Like, dude, they make it seem like there's no other option, right? Yeah. Like, oh my God, all of a sudden I can't spread my legs and let somebody kill something inside of me. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, calm down.
I don't know, Miguel. I can't find hot Betty White.
You could go a state over or 2 states over, right? And then of course, the talking points are nothing more than, in my opinion, it's all pandering to these voters. You know what I mean? If we can get voters in here that to me, that's the whole Democratic Party's about anyway. So anyway,
I wonder if they're just making a big deal about it because I guess like if they overturn it or whatever, now the government's not going to pay for them to have abortions.
Yeah. You know what's
I don't
even
care.
more funny?
Like, in my opinion, I don't care. I don't give a shit what you do with your body. Like I don't care what you do. You don't lay in my bed. You don't pay my bills. I don't care what you do with your body, but don't ask me to pay for it, or don't take the taxes that I'm paying to pay for this.
You know
if
what's
you
even
want to
like
have
that.
an abortion, you do you, boo boo.
Or vice
I got
versa,
you.
like we were talking
Like-
about the other day, right? Like, so most women will sit here and say, well, you're a man, you have no say so. Okay, cool. But when you do choose to have the child, but I personally, and I'm not saying I'm advocating for this,
I am.
but what I'm saying is, me personally, my point, my perspective is, why hold the man accountable if you're saying you're going to hold the woman accountable to bear the child or not, choose not to? Why not let the man choose for himself as well if he wants to be in the child's life or not?
Because that's a constant state of revenue for the state and the federal
Agreed.
government.
But when we remove that aspect, it goes back to the
But we can't
individuals.
because those, you know what I mean? Like again,
The lobbyists
that's
for
the
those,
problem. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the problem is the subsidization or
Right.
something.
So if we have a bunch of men
Subsidization.
picketing in front of these institutions to say, look, my money, my choice, the women are going to sit here and be like, you're a bunch of deadbeats. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold
But I didn't even want the kid to begin with. Like,
You know what's more funny is all like in this time, right? In the times that we live in, like women that don't identify as women are upset that men are telling them what to do with their body. I'm like, think about that, dude. You're all gay pride, and I'm the man, and I'm dad. Call me dad.
Yeah.
I'm man, right?
I've literally tried to be open-minded about this subject because, again, it's a hot topic.
yeah.
And I
I don't know,
tried.
I kind of
It
like the
said-
Maury show when they.
I really can't. I've heard too many people that just openly contradict themselves with their, again, their bullet points, right? They have these bullet points that all these Democratic leaders are putting out there, right? Oh, it's your body, your choice, it's this and that. Cool, those are bullet points, but let's have a conversation. And then they have no argument after that. It's just contradiction after contradiction after contradiction.
right.
I'm like, okay, well, how do we have a conversation about that?
I mean, and truthfully, I mean, I guess I'm with Crystal. Like, there really doesn't need to be a conversation, man. I feel like it's like damn near anything else, right? Again, if that's what you believe, right? And there's somebody out there that's willing to take your money, not my money, your money, and they're willing to do it, then go do what you do, right? Again,
The free market.
for sure, right? That it would be wrong of me as somebody that believes in capitalism, right? It would be wrong, dude. If somebody's out there willing to fill the need, right? What's his name on the robots movie? See a need, fill a need, right? If there's a doctor out there that, you know, dude, he doesn't care. He's a cold-hearted killer, and he's just okay with being compensated for that, bro. If you're paying for it, have fun with that, right? To me, it's no different than somebody that wants to go have shit injected in their ass or like make their tits. You want something injected in your ass?
I'll make a donation, Paul.
That's cute.
It goes to a good cause.
Forgot about that button.
But again, man, I think I just the to me the I don't really say hypocrisy. I just think it's funny, dude.
Hip hop.
Oh, it is funny.
It's
But
funny.
again, the conversation can always be had. It's just,
It can be.
I really don't think there's a compromise at this
no,
point. I've
there's
sat back and I said, there's really no compromise.
Nope.
No.
There isn't. There's no middle ground.
No, because
there
they
really
don't.
isn't.
They you know, even if we told them,
Because then
women,
they're gonna be like,
right?
They're gonna be like, oh, what do you mean you're not gonna pay for it? Like,
Right.
I don't want this kid. Like,
So here's the compromise that I came across, but it still doesn't work because you're gonna have a completely group of people that disagree. The majority of people, and you can fact check this, are women who advocate for pro-life. So if we're gonna institute this whole idea that states can, you know, choose, if you take men out the equation completely and let women vote on their body, you're gonna have the majority vote pro-life. So you're still gonna have a group of people who are absolutely against it.
Right.
But again, we take ourselves out of the equation. You're still going to have that perspective,
Yeah.
and you're still going to be upset about it.
Well, now it'll be,
yeah.
you know, not they just won't identify them as women. It'll be they are against us.
Yeah,
Not with this whole pronoun.
because there are a lot of women who are standing up for the idea that no, it's a child, and you should preserve it.
Those are probably
But
women that
they
realize
get discouraged.
That, yeah,
because again, it's like, well, you don't count. You don't get a say so.
Yeah.
Why? Because we don't fit your agenda. We don't fit your narrative.
Of course.
That's literally why.
Oh, we had on there Mark Cuban's low cost drugs.
Oh, you had that on there. Yeah.
No, you said that. Yeah, we tried writing stuff down, and that's the furthest we got. Because I don't.
I heard that he was starting a pharmacy or something like that.
It's an online pharmacy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, man. I mean, he's just basically. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
It's gonna die.
So he's basically he basically came up with a business model where like he doesn't understand why we have to get our drugs, from big pharma, right? Because they obviously get their shit from somewhere, and then they get to charge whatever the fuck they want. So his whole business model is he gets the drugs, and then it's cost. What is it? What is the he charges cost? And I forget what he adds, but it's like all transparent. So like shit that you would get like albuterol for the inhalers, right? Mm-hmm. When you go look them up, it gives you what they cost and what they're marking them up. And
that's cool.
Yeah,
it's a huge difference in cost.
Dude,
I looked
it's
online.
retarded. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, it's cool in the sense that like
It marks up each drug by 15%, then charges a $3 pharmacy fee if applicable. Is how he's doing it.
dude, and some
15 on wholesale, right, or whatever they get as wholesale.
Yeah, it says the company uses cost plus pricing and marks each drug up 15%, then charges a $3 pharmacy fee.
That's legit.
Which is
Which
pretty
that's pretty badass. Like considering that, like we don't have insurance. Well, I mean, I have insurance.
Well, how does it work?
school.
Do you have to submit like the doctor prescription and then they'll send something back?
That much I don't know. No. I don't want to.
I would think so because I mean, how can you go on there and be like, hey, I need, even if it was just albuterol,
I know what the turnaround
I
time
just need
is.
albuterol,
Or
like, without a prescription because it is regulated.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how they.
I think you would have to upload the prescription from your doctor.
I think the turnaround time is turnaround Paul.
You're still taking pictures of yourself?
I am. I'm being conceited.
God, you're so vain.
It's marketing.
It's
For
not
marketing purposes.
I just want to know how they validate that's a real prescription and not a fake one.
Well, I'm sure it would have to come. Like, I don't think the doctor's gonna give it to you and you give it to them. And even then, even if they did, it's got all the doctor's information on it.
Yeah, there's like a number that goes to the doctor's code. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Everything.
So even though they write these little scrabbles and all these weird stuff, because we worked with enough doctors who
Oh yeah, you can't even read what
their
they're.
signatures don't make sense or what they write on there, but it's all tied to their little code.
Yeah. So you buy it online for $33, but if you walk into Walgreens, it's $437.
So talk about an institute that cares about your well-being.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to help you.
That's why I'll just let
That
them
is
put me in the
nuts.
ground before I'm taking a whole slew of fucking pills.
Oh, look, Paul, it says right here, in order for a person to receive the medication, their doctor has to write a new prescription and send it to the company electronically.
See, dumb.
All you have to do is read, Paul.
That
You have an
escalated.
iPad.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
We know what we hadn't talked about yet was Candace Owens owning that lady, the one of the
From the BLM?
yeah.
Did you see her video?
I did see that crybaby ass video, dude. I feel so attacked right now. Candace Owens is outside my house and she's demanding. Shut the fuck up.
You're for Black Lives Matter, but you didn't hire a black man or security guard to help.
Because they know she
protect
knows
you.
they sleep on the job. Wait. She's like, I need me a white man. They do what they're paid to do.
Not a single black employee.
And never
person
mind,
behind.
never mind any of that.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is that she was totally for defunding police and fucking everybody else out of security.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even matter that she had a white guy, right? It's just the fact that she had security.
Yeah.
If you're so anti-police, anti-whatever, like I think it's just crazy that nobody was questioning the money, like that they were bringing in $90 million and 60 of it is missing.
Yep.
And they
Damn.
bought $1 million mansions. That's why Candace Owens needs to run president.
She's hot.
I don't know about all that.
I like her.
She's smart. She's fucking awesome, but I don't particularly find her attractive.
I do.
You also think Ben Shapiro's attractive.
It's the brows.
Man, if they both ran together.
Oh my God, that would be legit.
Yeah.
Talk about pissing off the left. Most people think that like
What do you think would be president vice?
Shapiro, president for sure.
Yeah.
I think old girl make a great vice. I don't. Well, if they ran together.
Yeah.
If they ran separately,
No, they ran
she,
to-
yeah,
yeah, they
like
ran.
she could do her own thing. She
I mean, he
run.
could be the first lady too.
He's gonna identify. They should both run like against each other, and one identify as a man, the other one identify as a woman.
Damn.
I'm just waiting for like the first. I want to identify as like a different race.
There has been.
Has there?
Yeah, there has been.
Dude, man, I was gonna do that.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find that lady.
Paul's like, I identify as Asian because I have a small penis.
I was gonna say something about you, but
Come on.
you beat me too.
Oh. Paul's like, well, I do look Middle Eastern.
Paul's I do want to identify as 15. Rachel Dolezal. That was her name.
Dolezal?
Dolezal.
Dolezal.
Sounds like a medication Mark Cuban was
Rachel
prescribing.
Dolezal.
Rachel Dolezal.
What does she identify
Talks about
as?
being trans black, how her identity challenges white supremacy and why she couldn't be a white
There,
ally.
picture of her?
ally. She's a white lady who identifies as black.
Can you even do that?
I mean,
Apparently you can now,
men can be
right?
pregnant.
Michael Jackson was white and black.
Michael Jackson might have been the first person.
He started everything.
He said it doesn't matter if you're black or white.
He literally wrote a song about it.
Wow.
He was the first, and he did sound like a woman. So
That's what we were talking about yesterday. Black MJ, music, or white MJ.
I wasn't a fan of either or really. So
Really?
I mean, his music's okay. I'm not gonna go.
I like when he was Mexican when he was transitioning.
It's a nice mocha color.
He was invited to the asada.
I like the Ecuadorian. I like the Ecuadorian shade. I don't know. I was never really a big MJ fan. Like, it wasn't like I'm gonna go out of my way to go look for his music or like, yeah, when it's on, it's on. But I'm just not.
You gonna do a one-on-one interview about your drinking, or you gonna do a podcast?
I mean, we could do it any which way. I'm good for the gangbang.
How about on your birthday, that Friday?
I'm down.
We
as
could
fuck.
talk about.
Not getting drunk
we
on my
could,
birthday.
Yeah, that's a good one. You could,
Not getting drunk.
could dedicate the whole.
Turns out it's my 21st birthday.
That'd be cool.
Oh, dude, like I said, I'm down to do it either way. Like either just one-on-one or everybody throw questions. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned,
I would like
'cause
to. I'll come
'cause
up with some questions.
even Chris, like, I mean, she dealt with the majority of my drinking, so like,
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
I'm good either way.
that'd be fun to do.
I just the other day when I was thinking about it, I'm like, dude, like an interview style, I thought it would be cool, it'd be beneficial. Well, I think it's beneficial.
The only
to
reason why, and again, it's nothing to do with anybody else, but it's kind of like to stay on topic and not defer to all these random
Right,
comments and dragging in different aspects.
people. Right.
But again, however you feel like.
Yeah, no.
That's the only reson why I thought a one-on-one would be.
Oh, we can
badass.
still make you just. If he does just everything, just make sure like y'all lead, and then like towards the end, that's when we'll jump in.
Yeah. Well, like I said, whichever way, I just
The
like,
only reason why, and because it's funny now that, but there was a podcast when he was talking about something and he was trying to make a point, and you were just throwing funnies, and
and
he
I
was
got
just
back,
like,
yeah.
"Nah, I'm done."
I'm done.
I was like, "No."
Nah, and I guess the other part of it was like now that I'm just trying to put out the positive energy. I just feel like somebody can take. Like actually, there's another buddy of mine on
You're throwing too much energy and made my water warm.
la madre. And I mean, and honestly, it's the same thing. Even with this weight loss thing, like it's the same thing, dude. You know, people see me lose a little bit of weight, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" Like,
Yeah,
goddamn.
like that's like their first question to him. They're like, "Are you okay? Like, how are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm good." Well, you've lost so
my
much
wife
weight.
don't feed me no more.
Yeah.
She's telling me what I could do with my body. But no, you remember when we had just, I think this was like just after everything kind of started to open up when my sister had the Sweet 16 for the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I walked into the little hall right there in Divine, right? It was Divine?
Rick's.
I think it was
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
I walked in there, dude. Everybody sees me, all my family, and nobody's seen me, you know, in a while. And the first thing, everybody's like, "Hey, man, like, you all right? What's going on?" I'm like, "F you, was I not all right before?" Like, damn. I'm like, shit. I mean, I know I was fat, but Jesus, like, what do I have? There's something that has to be wrong in order to better yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's when, like too, like with your whole positivity thing right now, like your friends on Facebook are like, "Dude, what is going on with you? Like, why are you being like
He's on that
this?"
Mark
Like,
Cuban pharmacy.
they sell happy pills.
Yeah,
They give you
constantly-
albuterol.
No, but you know what though? I mean, it's funny. I still didn't take it away.
Yeah.
Like I took it like
That's the whole point of being positive.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I told Crystal like the honest truth is, dude, I must have been super fucking toxic, right? Super negative all the time for people to be like, "Damn, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?" Right? So like, it just kind of reaffirms that like as I'm trying to be positive, right? Well, people see it, right? Now it's just gonna be a matter of like there's been people they were like, "This is the second day in a row, bitch. I'll
Yeah.
wait for day number 3."
They're thinking you're trolling.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And
Like,
I
what
could
is
think
this guy
of,
up to?
Yeah, and I could think of way better ways to troll people if I wanted to.
It's like your kids that are like, "Hey, Dad, how was your day?" Wait, what
do
did
you
you do?
want?
What do you want? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude today's episode for the Record Podcast.
Clap.
Till next time. Deuce.
Bye.
Not even know.
Okay, so Mrs. Hans, dead or alive, who do you wish you could have a whole day with?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
are Mrs. Hans.
Say again.
Dead or alive, who do you wish you could have a whole day with?
You're gonna make me cry on this one because it would be my mom.
But again, that's it's more to get personal. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you,
Sorry.
but no, I mean,
Yeah, it would be my mom.
yeah. Okay.
She's I'm 36 years old right now, and with everything going on, I really need her right now. So, my mom.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do was kind of bring like humility to this. You know what I mean?
You suck.
What does that say?
I don't know. It just blinks.
It's all. That's enough for this episode. We're gonna shut off.
You draw the line.
Dang.
The line.
Wow.
That's why I was like, shit. I mean,
was
if you
it.
want just audio,
I mean,
we don't need to see Crystal cry. We can hear it.
yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to have like I said, a segment of humility. That way, people can get to understand
Yeah.
us more. Mind you, we have perspectives on all these different topics, but
Yeah.
individually,
Right.
you know. So you, Hans,
Same question?
yeah,
My pops.
your pops.
Yeah. There's a huge part, man. Like I don't know. It would just be where I've come in my life, right? Where I'm at now. Like it would be great to just sit down and think about having an entire conversation about why I want to change my life and why I think he should change his life. You know what I mean? But yeah, and more so too. I mean, right? Like for somebody that's experienced it, losing your parents or a parent, man. Part of it is just to see him, right? Just to have the conversation. But I think there's a lot when you grow up a certain way, and then where I'm at, I'm trying to change a lot of things about me. Yeah. I just want them to know, you know what I mean? Like it's just, this is me now. You don't have to like it because I think me and him would butt heads a lot more. Yeah. but this is me now.
Okay.
So, yeah, for sure.
What about you, Miguel?
Who would I what?
Dead or alive? Who would you like to spend an entire day with?
It's hard. I would love to say grandpa because I feel like I didn't get to know him, or at least he really didn't know me. We didn't really know each other. I was always around. He was around, but the fact that there was a language barrier,
Right.
I really wanted I really wanted a relationship with me and grandpa. I wish I learned more Spanish. That way I can try to learn how to communicate with him. I think it would have been great. That's who comes to mind.
You, Paul?
Same as Hans, my dad. I still feel like he wasn't ready to go himself,
Yeah.
and I still feel like he had a lot of life left. I still had a lot to learn from him too, so I didn't want him to go because still wanted him to see his first grandson.
Yeah.
That's just a tough topic.
Yeah. That's what I said. I
real.
wanted to, I wanted to have a human moment of humility where people can understand, even though, again, we have a bunch of topics that everyone can have a disagreement with.
Right.
How can we have something that people can say, you know what, I get you
Yeah.
on a human level, right? Because again, sometimes we're so vague in our opinions that they don't come from a very deep perspective. So again, there's some questions that I have that won't be that, you know what I mean? But I kind of expected it, right? Everybody's going to be like, well, of course, the one person is the one I don't have today,
Right. Right.
right? But
Yeah, but it's things about it's like, especially being that we got like 123 subscribers. So like even most, some of those people probably don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what the situation is, and that digs a little further into each one of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a hard question, but it was, I don't know, feels good anyway to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
get it out.
yeah. To say, dude, I would love to sit down and talk to my dad and tell him, hey, look, this is me now. You know what I mean? And Paul, like this is little man. This is getting big. Things are moving, and like, me and Crystal have had the conversation. She's got nobody, right? Like I've got my mom. You know what I mean? And that's my choice. But she has me. Yeah. But man, I don't like talking to myself. There, see, I try to lighten the mood. You?
That's crazy. I really had a hard time with this one, because I really don't know. I'm grateful for the times that I had with the people that I've had in my life, and I'm also grateful when, for the life that others lived that I didn't get to appreciate. Like again, I had a relationship with my grandpa that was real, similar to what he's saying, right? There's a language barrier, obviously an age difference, right? I was about 15, 16 when he passed, around there.
Like 20 something.
Huh?
Like in 20s. This was like 8.
I was gonna
7
say,
years ago.
Dad's on
Oh
the
yeah,
phone.
because I came over
This
here.
was 7
yeah.
years ago. So
Yeah, I came
Really?
over here. Yeah.
I don't remember.
So
My
you're
dad
like
just
20,
said 6.
23, 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way,
I think it was just majority of it was the language barrier, but at the same time, I think that he lived a life that was very selfless towards the end of his life.
right.
It was very about the family, what's best for them,
Right.
what's best for my kids growing up. They might not like me. They might not like the authority that I have to tell them right from wrong, but I'm going to tell you like it is, no matter what. And the reason I would love to have that conversation with them, because I think we're starting to lose that with the young generation looking up. They're not appreciating the authority figure in their life
Oh, no,
enough
they're not.
to sit here and say, okay, why?
Right.
Right. I think the kids are just like, no. You don't appreciate the way I am, then forget you.
Right.
I'm like, no, listen to what they're saying. Get feedback from your elders that come from a place that I've been there before. And I know how to deal with it.
Right.
Or at least I know now.
Right.
As opposed to just, no, you don't know what it's like. You weren't yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were your age at one point. They kind of know how to deal with certain things. Grandpa wouldn't know the answer to everything
Right.
this generation is growing up with. But for him, it was just like, look, forget all that noise. your kids are the ones that matter.
Yeah,
and
I was
I
gonna
want
say
to take.
he might not have all the answers the way we would want them,
Yeah.
right? But I think in a super simplistic form, because he came from nothing to where he's at with the family. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think any answer that he gave would be applicable to any situation. It just wouldn't be like you said, for the younger generation. It wouldn't, if it doesn't involve phones, tablets, and he wouldn't have those kind of answers.
Yeah.
But in a super simplistic form, he'd be able to
Do you
get his
feel
point
like
across.
you feel like you have like a duty to uphold what he did, if it would be a disservice to not try something, like not try to go for something, not try to make something, as far as what he did in his life, like all the years that all the hardships that he had to do.
I mean, I think if I was your guys' age, or if I was single, then yeah, I mean, I feel like, at this point, I think my duty is to my family. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would be wrong, which is why I tell my boys what I tell them, dude. To me, my last name is everything. And yeah, so there's a lot of people out there that have that last name, right? But it's that whole, this is mine. There's many like it, right? But this is mine, and it means a lot to me, and it means, on a level where, like, when people see my kids, they see, that's a direct representation of me. And then I'm a direct representation of my dad. Yeah. Like it falls, right? The line of succession. Yeah. So like like I said, now I don't think anything's about me anymore. Like
about time.
I just think, now it's important that my kids understand, like, as a family, we're going through some stuff. And I tell the boys every day, I'm like, dude, look, you don't have to like me, right? I don't have to like you either, but I love you, and you are me, right?
Have you ever seen Fences?
Oh, dude,
I saw that.
Yes.
What law
Which one?
there is? Say
Fences?
I gotta love you. Fences.
Fences by Denzel Washington.
Denzel,
Bro,
you need to
That
watch
one
it.
scene.
The
awesome
speech he
movie.
gives his son,
Yeah.
because his son comes up and he's like, Dad, how come you don't like me? He's like, what law there is say I gotta like you, dude? One of the James Earl Jones does a Broadway production of it. That speech is horrible. You listen to Denzel do it, bro.
Yeah.
It makes you sit back and like, damn, you know what? My dad loved me. He didn't always like me,
And
but he loved
when
me.
you see the lens of that kid, where his worldview is one thing,
Right.
but it contradicts his dad's worldview, right? And then you see them have that moment. It's powerful.
Yeah, it is, dude.
powerful.
It is, because it's that. It's dude, look, you don't have to like everything I do, right? And I don't have to like everything
Or
that you
understand
do.
it.
Or understand it, correct. But in my house, right? In under my roof, this is how this is gonna go. And if you feel like it, you can get to getting, right? In not so many words is the sentence, and is the whole little scene. But while you're in my house, you know what I mean? The direct representation that when you leave here, people see me, right? And to certain men, that's important, right? I could teach my kids to do what some of my other family members have chosen to do, right? I could teach them to go out and fight. I could teach them to go out and steal stuff. They know that I've done stupid shit in my life. Or I can tell them, like, dude, none of that matters. When you get to my age, nobody cares, right? And I'm still young, but it's just they sit back and nobody cares. Nobody cares. All your little stories are gonna be your stories, right? It's kind of funny to look back on, but it's not what makes you. And if you can't get that now, then bro, you're a lost cause.
You're cuz these segments, nah.
No, I like that. That was cool.
That's what I mean. I wanted a moment of humility, even though, again, the whole podcast kind of is, but it's something that
Nice little curveball with, I don't know what's coming up. I like that.
Yeah, that was
Word to
that
Forrest
was
Gump.
intense.
I think that
And
was
you
worse
would
than
ask
Roe v.
me,
Wade,
yes.
in my opinion.
Seriously,
That was
it
worse than the
was.
Roe v. Wade
No, and
conversation.
That's the crazy part, though. I don't really think it was worse. I think
No,
it's
not
just-
worse, but like deep,
It's
heavy.
intense.
It was
Yeah,
different.
like, it was-
It's different from like having the notes, right? This is what we're gonna talk about. So like Crystal had it split. So she had the notes over here and then like an article over here or something, right? Well, not knowing, like, and even if you did know, right? If it was at the bottom there, what are you gonna Google? Like,
You're all dead or alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
And I was in my mind, I'm like, okay, we were talking about this. Miguel was like, well, Michael Jackson, like black or white. And I was like, would people be that? Like, would y'all guys be that? Or is like, in my mind, I'm like, nah, they're going to go back to family.
On a serious note, like if you would have specified,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
wasn't going
that's what I'm
to,
saying. If
yeah.
you would have said like musician,
Yeah.
right? Dimebag fucking
Yeah,
Darrell
yeah,
all
yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
I want to kick it with that dude.
Uh-huh.
Dimebag Darrell, Pantera. Like that's just me. If
son's
but like I
named
said,
after-
yeah. If you were being specific, but since you left it open ended,
Yes.
I'm like, damn. Well, I got no choice. Like, dude, I know exactly who I'd go, go speak to. Like, even like you said with Grandpa, like, dude, I have my memories of him, right? And he lived a long life, right? To me, and no way do I want to put anything bad, but like your grandma, right? She's lived a long life. So I don't think anybody would have a regret. It's more of like whenever it happens, it's still going to be hard, but like, I guess if you were looking, because we're in that situation, well, I am with my dad and my grandfather. My grandfather lived longer, right? He had more time to enjoy his family and his kids, right? But my dad, like you said, dude, it was taken.
Yeah.
Crystal's mom, like those, and to sit back now, right, and to see my mother-in-law's face if she saw my boys, how big they are, dude, it would be crazy. You know what I mean? To sit down and be like, these are my boys, right? Like up here now, they're up here, both of them. So like leaving it open ended was pretty cool. I don't know. It was definitely a fucking left fielder. I was
Yeah, I was not expecting.
I was kinda
just
hoping on
scrolling.
it, but-
I was laughing at something that I saw, and then I was like, "Oh, you're talking to me." And then you said it, and I was like, "Really?"
I think, and it sucks that we don't have video, but and the reason why I liked it was because, again, when I came across that video or the audio recording that we have with Mark, it was so deep of a conversation, but it wasn't like recorded other than just the audio. I was like, more of these conversations need to take place because there's so many people in the world that, they feel this way, but they don't know how to express it or talk about it.
Well, that's why like artists use music.
Yeah, there's always an outlet,
Yeah.
but like the conversation we're having is some people suppress it, whether it's alcohol or drugs or whatever. Instead of having the conversation, we're sitting here saying you can have the conversation.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, for sure. If I could have gotten it together a lot quicker, I could have probably kept going.